day 22 already of March Madness, and I'm here with my magic circle so we can do a little mini magic circle workout, all inspired by the hip twist with stretched arms, as Joe called it, or often called hip circles exercise. All right, we are going to start kneeling today. You could also do this standing if kneeling doesn't feel good for you. We're going to put that magic circle behind us. I have a softly bent arm, and I just want to have kind of my good posture. I'm going to push my thighs and hips forward. I'm going to really be aware of my shoulder blades. I'm going to anchor my shoulder blades, not let them come up here. And I'm going to put just a little pressure. You will notice as we do this, you do not have to put very much pressure into the circle for this to be a ton of work. I'm going to press lightly into my circle, and I'm going to think of my elbows pulling together behind me. And what I want to do as I inhale is I'm going to bend my elbows and start lifting my upper arms, but I'm only going to go as far as I can go, keeping my shoulder blades in place, not letting them do this, and keeping my elbows feeling like they're kind of wrapping toward each other. And then I'm going to press it back down. And we are just doing 5 of these. Trust me, it'll be plenty. You're going to inhale, see where you can get, pulling up and back down. If you're barely moving on these, it's okay. If it's like this, that's fine. I want you to be super picky with those shoulder blades as you try to lift the arms and kind of feel the work to keep them in place as you bring the arms up and those elbows pull together. Maybe you're like me and like shaking a little bit at the moment. Pull them up, press back down. Let's do one more. It feels like 5. And straighten. All right. Hopefully we kind of have awareness of those upper back muscles and our triceps. We're going to take ourselves down to the mat. Before you lay down though, you could take your magic circle and kind of put it right above your ankle bones. And then go ahead and lay back on the mat. Just let your feet be on the mat for a moment. Take your arms, and I want you to really press them down into the mat. You know how you could just like be here, loose arms, or you could make your arms straight, push as if you're trying to press the mat away, and feel your triceps. Feel those muscles in between your shoulder blades activate and have some work there. All right, we're going to focus on that. And then, of course, we're going to get some core work as we do some fun things with our legs. So we have this strong arm position. We're going to lighten up our legs so maybe just our toes are touching. That should make your core turned on right there. And then I just want you to inhale, stretch your legs up. Exhale, do a little toe tap down. Core muscles are pulled in the whole time, so our back doesn't change on these. We are just pressing our arms like crazy down into the mat and then kicking our legs up to the ceiling and back down. Wherever you can straighten your legs is great on these. Let's do one more of those. And back. All right, now we're going to take this at a little diagonal. This work in your arms and take a little rest in between. I know it's a lot, right? Press those arms in. The legs are going to go out at a diagonal. So I'm going to start kind of with the light toes on the middle, and then I'm going to reach at a diagonal, and I'm going to let myself lean to my right hip a little bit, and then bring the legs back to center, and then go the other way. Your shoulders are staying anchored, but start to play with shifting weight into your hip a little bit as those legs reach away from you, and you're just alternating side to side. Should be feeling those arms and those upper back muscles. Legs reach to the side and back in. Just lightly hold your circle. You don't have to overly squeeze unless you really want to. Let's do one more on each side. To the side and back in. To the side, back in. Take a little rest. Okay, one more in this position. We're going to give ourselves a little rest moment, and then we're going to press back in. We're going to take our legs up toward the ceiling. If you need a soft bend, take a soft bend. I want you to do circles where you take the legs to the side. Let yourself shift a little through the hips. Lean to the right. Reach the legs away. Draw a little circle with your magic circle. You might notice it's your corkscrew exercise. And then go the other direction. Go to the left. Reach, circle, and come around. Keep these small today. Keep pressing your arms in. Just find that place where it's a good challenge for you, but not super big. Let's do one more. Reach, circle, and then bend in. Give yourself a little rest moment. Now, I want you to come up to seated. We are going to keep our magic circle in that same spot, and we're going to find this position on our elbow. So, when you are here, I just want to be very clear, we are not just hanging out here. We are, your elbows, your arm is bent, your elbows are down, probably like right underneath your shoulder, or maybe a little bit in front even. And then what I want is find the work of push the mat away. Feels like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together and down. Feels like work just to be here. Lighten up the feet, pull those core muscles in. Can we do that? Kick up and back down to the mat. Breathe, inhale out, exhale back in. Notice we start moving our legs. Don't forget about that work with your arms. See if you can feel like your elbows are kind of pulling toward each other behind you a little bit. Those shoulder blades hugging together. Good. Little rest if you need. These are a challenge. All right, let's go at the diagonal now. We're just holding our circle. We got that hug of our shoulder blades together. We're going out at an angle and back. And if you need more of a rest, take more of a rest. Other angle and back in. Notice how you can shift a little bit of that weight in your hip, but I want you to keep your shoulders and your arms kind of equally weighted. Go out to the side and back in. Let's do one more. Take a little rest, and then you might have guessed what's coming next. This is our hip circles exercise. We're lifted. We're finding that support, that work from our upper back and our arms. See if you can take your legs straight or bent and try those circles. Go one way, draw a little circle, and come around. Make that focus first, that upper body position, and then do your circles. You can do these bigger if that is there for you and you're not losing any of the other pieces, right? Your chest is lifted, your shoulder blades are hugged together. By all means, you can make a bigger circle. Let's do one more in each direction. Last one. Bend the legs in and come back down. Woo! And then we're all done for today. That was enough, right? All right. Thanks for joining me for some magic circle fun. I hope to see you back tomorrow for some more.